So we said we'd go through a couple of questions just to highlight what we're going to delve into. And you've already done it to a degree, but one of the questions to you today was going to be, so Stephen, for you, what is portfolio management, and why is it so important within organisations? I almost think you've kind of covered that to a great degree.
Well,
is there anything else you'd like to add?
I've learned to persuade people of the case. But basically, we start with what's a portfolio. Portfolio just means collection. That's all it is. It's a collection of something. My daughter's an artist, so she has her portfolio, big folder with all her pretty drawings inside and so forth. So in our case, we're talking about a portfolio of projects, programs, and what we call other related work, because there is this kind of realization that sometimes there is change that isn't formally constituted as a project or program. So it's the portfolio of projects, programs, and other related work that is designed to achieve our our portfolio objectives. And that's a really important point. So first of all, what we're talking about portfolio management. There is a portfolio of projects, programs, and other related work designed to achieve our portfolio objectives. Portfolio management then is the process by which we achieve three things. First of all, we do the right things. It's investment management, and I said my background is as an accountant. I've got an MBA in finance, so that's the origins of my interest in portfolio management. It's about risk and return. It's about understanding your returns, about project. Mike Seifert said, "We can do anything, we just can't do everything." In other words, we need to prioritize. And because that means we've got to decide what not to do as well as what to do. So we're doing the right things, but it also means doing the right things at the right time. Because you might say, well, look, we've got 20 projects and programs, we think they're all brilliant, we're going to do all 20, but maybe not now. In other words, do we have the capacity in the organization not only to deliver them, but to absorb the business change? And Kendall and Rollins said that one of the problems, if you want to look at, say, why do projects and programs fail, he said it's quite simple. We do too many projects and programs. Organizations do too much stuff and they can't then deliver. So focus on what you can actually deliver. So do the right things, do them at the right time, and then thirdly, do them right. Now, this is often misunderstood. People think, oh, great, I'll go and work in the PMO and I'll be able to tell all the projects and programs how to manage them. No, this doesn't mean you're some sort of super project and program manager now responsible for 150 projects. No, doing them right means that we address the constraints, the dependencies between projects and programs. Anything that prevents projects and programs from delivering, we then exist to remove those barriers to delivery. Responsibility still lies with the project manager, accountability with the project executive or the SRO or the sponsor, whatever you want to call it, the business sponsor. But the portfolio exists to make sure we remove those barriers to delivery. The constraints, the dependencies, and the risks are effectively managed at a portfolio level. I should also say, of course, there are portfolios where actually you are responsible for delivery, but that's a different sort of portfolio. It tends to be where we deliver a portfolio to external clients, and it may be then that we centrally coordinate. So there are a number of models there, but broadly speaking, portfolio management, doing the right things, doing them at the right time, and doing them right.
And to me, it's so important to have this developed as a specialism, because it is complex, it is cross-functional, it is difficult, there's dependency, you're sharing resource between the investment and other business areas, and there's politics and emotion can get in the way unless you're systematic about it.
Absolutely. So, people often say to me, but Steve, we've got to stop the pet projects. And I say, well, they're all pet projects. They're someone's pet. They wouldn't have got started if it, we want people to be enthusiastic and believe in the project, and then you're caught, because then you start to make it excuses and the thing drags on, and so we get what's sunk cost effect, what Tim Banfield and the National Audit Office called the conspiracy of continuation. We carry on and on and on until it becomes so embarrassing we have to stop the thing.